This is Steve Brooker, also known as Mud God.
I actually want to change history.
Steve and his sidekick Rock are part of a licensed group of amateur archaeologists known as Mudlarks. They scour Britain's foreshores, searching not for buried treasure, but hidden history.
Oh, yes! Tasty! Wicked. That is tasty!
They've agreed to share with me their decades of knowledge and experience.
Come here, man, I love that!
Our adventures on the foreshore will propel us on historical quests that range from the sublime
Whoa! Yes!
to the painful,
Hold the line, lad! Stay in the line!
to the downright disgusting. As we become MudMen. This week, we're on the River Thames in the East London borough of Tower Hamlets. Our journey along the foreshore unearths Britain's rich railway history.
It's a railway button, and it says, can you see that? Midland Railway Company.
So do you think that's from the Midland Railway Company? We put London's transport to the test.
Come on! Oh, God, you can see I'm indicating.
And we discover how the evolution of the railways shaped the Britain we know today. Behind me you can see Canary Wharf, the most conspicuous icon of the business district built on what was Docklands. Because at the beginning of the 19th century, those were the busiest docks in the whole world, fueling London's wealth through trade. 2 centuries later, trading of a very different kind dominates that area. It's now Europe's biggest employer of bankers. Well, whether it's banking or docking, it's an area that's seen both boom and bust, as indeed has one man, the mud god, Steve Brooker. Let's find him in the filth. Steve!
Another nice day again?
Beautiful day again.
But what amazes me, think, you got Canary Wharf down there,
Yeah.
ultra modern.
Yeah.
Then you look at this, and it's just like going back in the 17th
right next door
century.
to it as well.
And you just imagine yourself here with all those ships coming all the way down the Thames, offloading here. Imagine some of the stuff that came off of it.
We had coal, didn't you? Imported coals here. You got a massive factory down here making lead paint, supposedly to waterproof the bottom of ships.
And also ballast. Didn't ballast used to come
That's
from
right,
here?
you had the ballast office here. So basically, you had to pay a toll for taking on ballast before you went on your voyage. And that toll was called ballastage.
I love it.
Great word, isn't it?
We should use that a lot
We should
today.
use that word, I reckon, yeah.
But it is, it's just like going back in time. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Today, we are going on a bit of a journey in the London borough of Tower Hamlets, larking along a mile of beautiful Thames foreshore from Limehouse to Wapping. Rock and I are part of a group of specially licensed mudlarks. Our permits from the Port of London Authority allow us to search the Thames foreshore. Joining us is our loyal mudhound Stolly, who will hopefully help us sniff out some great finds. Like us, she is loving the conditions and has even found a new friend.
I said to Rock earlier on, that we're going on an adventure. Got to St Christopher. So, of course, it's the patron saint of, I think it's going on journeys or something like that, so this should protect Rock and I.
With St Christopher looking over us on our mudlarking adventure, we're bound to have some great stuff up today.
Even Stolly's excited. She's got herself a tennis ball. Where's this come from again?
She found it.
Every single show we get a tennis ball.
Yeah. That was a world record for her. We were only down about a minute and she found her first find already. Very good. Yeah, there we go. Is that a bit of galley glass?
Yeah, it probably is. So Rock's just had this up. We've had them before on the show. So imagine the deck of a ship. Underneath would be really dark. So what they would do, as you know, is they'd put these blocks of glass in, heavily busted up and also very worn, but
that's flat on the surface. You know why it's concave on the bottom? Because that spreads the light.
top sausage.
Very good.
See, you get so much from our show.
So much.
Also, it just shows you the amount of ships down here again.
Yeah, right, exactly.
That, all day long we got stuff coming in, being imported, exported.
You couldn't have moved down here, could you, back in the day?
Now people forget that. You just won't be able to move. We can go from one side to the other just by walking on
exactly,
boats.
just on walking on boats. Amazing.
A good signs here.
Yeah, here we go, what's that?
What's that?
It's a little Watney's Red Barrel badge.
Oh, that's from my day, that is, Watney's Red Barrel. Yeah, it's a really famous beer, so this is like a little badge you'd have in your lapel.
Yeah.
So when you were down the old working man's club, yeah, you'd be proud to be a Watney's drinker.
Watney's drinker.
That's quite good, I like that. Shall we move on for the next part of the adventure?
Let's do it.
He's late though, isn't he?
I know, he's always late.
He's always late.
You know that.
You all right, Steve?
There you go, mate.
Not too bad.
You good?
Good. Where's your bucket?
No, I'm going pouching it today.
Are you pouching it?
Yeah. We're at sunny Limehouse.
OK.
But we're going to a new section today, and what we're going to do is we're going to have a bit of an adventure.
Right.
So instead of staying stationary in a place, yeah, we're going to be walking down for about a mile, and we're going to end up near Wapping, but I've got a really good little place down there, and I have some really nice little bits and pieces out of it.
I noticed when we come to these parts of London, just slightly a bit over east, you start to get a bit more...
No, it's quite upper class around here.
You're joking? What, here? Down in Limehouse?
Why do you always do this South African guy?
Sorry,
Every
sorry.
single show, yeah, we do the South African guy.
We look up, load of scap holders, drinking coffee. I'm like that. Hey, blimey. Larry, on we go. Wallop. Yeah, London. Let's go and have a look, Steve. Hey, hey.
I'd say you've got to stop being so daffodowndilly, as in silly, before you give me the Donald Trump ump. The conditions are perfect today, so with a bit of concentration, you'll be able to fill your bucket for once.
Now, what is that? That looks to me to be some kind of tusk, doesn't it? Maybe I could sell it to like some Chinese herbalist. It's some kind of aphrodisiac.
Oi, oi, oi!
Well, you had anything good?
Yeah, a couple of bits. You know what that is?
Well, how would I not know what that is, as it's one of your favourite
One of my
items?
favourite items.
Yeah, it's a panyan top.
Pan Yan Pickles, yeah. 1907
Yeah.
it was invented, and it was made just down the road at Isle of Dogs. Because we have the East India docks and all those spices and exotic fruit, it was of the time.
So once more, yeah, all these boats coming down
That's
here,
it.
full of spices
Full of
and bits
spices
of
and fruit and stuff like that.
being offloaded
Yeah.
here, straight into the Panyan Pickle
Straight to
Factory.
Pan Yan Pickles, yeah.
And honestly, it was a really good pickle.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, no, it's got a little button up.
Oh, that's quite good, yeah.
Say on there.
GWR,
GWR.
Great Western Railways. Well done.
Yeah, it's a bit knackered, but...
Oh, yeah, big time.
Rock and I often find railway buttons and badges in this area. It's hard to say exactly why, but in Victorian times, there would have been many railway workers living in the East End. And any personal items that accidentally washed down the drain would come out of the sewage outlets and onto the foreshore.
Honestly, yeah, just from this little section here, we've had some really good bits and
we've
pieces,
just started, haven't we?
Let's crack on to the good
Let's
bits.
go find some more.
Steve wants to crack on a bit further down the foreshore towards Wapping. But to do that, he said we've got to run something he calls the gauntlet, which sounds a bit chicken oriental to me. You know what I mean? Radio rental.
So imagine, yeah, Rock and I coming down here, the water's about this deep.
Without any Wellingtons?
I've got no wellies on.
No Wellingtons.
I've just got my Susan Boyles on.
You just got your rhythm and blues.
And then we're just standing like this.
Yeah.
And I think, right, I'm going to get wet, yeah, but I don't mind getting to there. The minute I get halfway through, yeah, this wave just comes straight in.
Well, at exactly this point?
Yeah, just stand there, knocks us up against the wall.
Yeah.
And honestly, you'll just go like this because the water's all over you. But it's when we both turn around laughing and the dog's just floating out.
Larking?
Larking.
We're larking. I'm sitting there with larking. I'm laughing, Rory. I'm laughing.
Right, this is the bit, right, I've got to check, yeah, and make sure there's no boats.
Yeah. Watch it, Steve. You get your chocolates dirty there, son. Hey! I won't move like that, son. Hey!
Hurry up!
I want to land in you. It's only a game, so I'm going to be snookering you tonight. What? I'm just getting all London like you do down there without your Wellingtons. Right, let's start.
Check it out, look, really good area, bit mushy, but exceptionally clean.
It's very mushy. What causes this mush? Because this is an unusual sort of spongy. It's like a spongy.
Oh, yeah, sure. Wait, no, do that, yeah, and I'm moving, look.
Yeah. So what's the story there, Steve?
Well, you must be standing on a bit of timber and I must be on the... Look.
I don't know. I'm standing here in a load of spongy mush. It's blinding. Look, I was just going like that, and under my feet, all under me rhythm and blues, all I could feel was a sort of spongy mush. Sorry, Steve. All right, it's back on.
Start looking.
I can't. I'm in the spongy mush. I found a cluster, son.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Hey, that's what gets me, yeah? You're getting really good at this, finding stuff.
No, I thought I did find actually on the way down here. Look. which is always a sign we're in the right place. A cartouche of a Bannerman jar, yeah.
No, that's nice.
Hey, Steve, I've got a bullet. I've got a bullet.
You have got a bullet. Oh, no, you haven't got a bullet. Looks like one of those Henry Martini things, yeah?
Yeah.
But it's not, is it? It's just natural.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just a rock, but it does look like a bullet.
Do you know what, Steve? I never knew till today that bullets can occur naturally.
Put it in your bucket.
All right.
Let's go see what rocks add up. Whoa!
Oh,
What you had?
I've had a bit of a weird one up.
You are rock.
Have you?
What have you had?
No! Do you know what it is?
What is that?
It's a skull. It's a human skull.
Oh.
Up next, things come to a head.
Have you seen what's a bit weird about it?
It's got markings on it as well.
Circular markings.
Me, mud god Steve Brooker, and his faithful sidekick Rock are mudlarking on the River Thames in East London.
Yeah, and it's got a little button up. Oh, that's quite good, yeah. It's on there. GWR.
Great Western Railways. Well done.
Today, we're on a journey, walking a mile of foreshore between Limehouse and Wapping. But Rock has just found something a bit creepy.
What is that?
It's a skull. It's a human skull.
Oh.
And that will give you really bad luck, yeah. It's a mudlark thing, yeah. It gives you really bad luck, hence why he touched his head, he touched his stomach, and he touched that. Because if you don't do that, you get really bad luck. So you better do that. You touched it. Any body part that you get on the foreshore, and we've all had them, from bones to God knows what, he's had a full woman. You have to get the coroner down, we have to ring police, get the coroner. So he's going to bung this in the bucket.
Imagine it's human.
That's what it is, I think, look.
It looks human, doesn't
It's human, yeah.
Have you seen what's a bit weird about it?
It's got markings on it as well.
Circular markings. It could be where he got his whack
Yeah, it could have
back in
been.
the day.
So what we do, yeah, on the way back, yeah, we're dropping to Wapping Cop Shop. You can drop it in yourself while we go in the pub, and you can sort this out.
No, OK, I'll drop it in the police station. No
Well
problem.
done. Shall we make a move?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Down here, Vaughan, even you will have something up.
That really was a skull.
I think so, yeah.
This piece of skull is clearly very old, but any human remains found on the foreshore must be reported to the police so they can investigate. We're making our way towards Wapping, and the finds are coming thick and fast.
Right, can you see this here? I've got 1, 2, 3 sat next to each other. I can't explain this, but it's 3 bits of a canister shot. I wouldn't personally say these are sort of individual cannonballs because they're just a little bit too small. They're also a little bit too big to go into a musket. Imagine the size of the musket gun you'd need to fire these. So what you might have had would have been basically a canister of these all wrapped together, bound together by rope, and that would have gone down the barrel of the cannon. And as these fired out, these have all just sprayed out and caused sort of maximum devastation. I've never found sort of 3 together like that. It's amazing. Very good.
You all right, Steve?
What you had up? Anything exciting?
How are we going to do this?
Stand
I'll
up.
start.
What you had?
I've had horseshoe.
It'd be a really small horse, wouldn't it?
It'd be a very small horse,
So
yeah.
what is it? What is it? You know what it is. We've talked about
It's a
this before.
segment from a shoe.
Yeah.
It's a little segment.
Remember in the
from
old days, they used to have blakies and stuff? This
Yeah.
was just the bit that was actually nailed onto the back, so not so
Okay.
much a blakey, but done by the cobbler. That was by the sewage outlet. What is it? Easy.
A musket ball from Brown Bess.
Well done. This is nice. I like this. It's a little token, look.
Hey, that's really nice.
Yeah. Good for one fare, and it's for the bus.
Well, that's really nice. I love stuff like this. I think I like things that are not modern, but I like things that are a little bit more...
Well, it was used for something, so, you know, it's got a really
no,
good
but
story behind
I
it.
really like that. I like things that are a bit sort of what I call 50s. You know? I love the 50s.
Well, is that because you was born in the 50s?
Oh, God, no, you were. Were you born in the 50s?
No.
Yeah, you were.
No, I was born in 62.
Just, though, eh? Just. Go on.
No. But you can see this is quite well worn, but it's a railway button, and it says, can you see that? Midland Railway Company, but very worn.
So do you think it's from the Midland Railway Company?
There's a possibility.
There's a strong possibility.
Yeah,
There is
it
a
could
strong
be.
possibility, yeah,
But
yeah.
good little finds,
That's what I'm
but
thinking.
all up against this back wall.
OK, let's move on.
Try that
Steve.
wall.
OK.
See, look, Rock's got the right idea. That section there is eroded out.
Hey, wait a second. Did you say Rock's got the right idea?
Yeah.
I've been going where you've been telling me to go.
I know we did there, but you just started scraping amongst the pebbles.
Well, maybe I'm rolling with the wrong mud mat.
Get on your knees.
Well, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go next to Rock. Rock, have you done this bit here?
Not here, no.
OK.
No, go for that.
Is that because it's potentially rubbish?
I thought, should we have a competition?
Competition.
Yeah, who has,
competition.
right, we go for artifact or coin.
Artifact or coin?
You've got to go work your way up to the back wall. Now,
Yeah.
every time you find an artifact or coin, you stand up and walk away. Whoever is left last here, without finding anything yet, buys the beers, yeah?
Okay, sir, what constitutes artifact?
Anything.
Anything.
Would say a live dog. Okay, here we go.
Right, on your marks.
Yes.
Get set, go. No, get away. What have you got?
It's a 1 PICE from India, dated 1945. So we're in the sort of the heartland of imports coming from India, all the spices and the fruit and everything, and then I found it.
I can't concentrate with what's going
Sorry.
I can't as well. It's just all it's sort of vitriolic.
on. I'm out.
You done one, you got one.
And I have an old penny, but I win, and you buy the booze. Vaughan's getting the booze. Right here, I was sweating there for a second.
There seems to be a pattern emerging.
Come on, Vaughan.
Yeah, very funny, Steve. It's obvious I haven't found anything yet, isn't it?
I'll tell you what we do, yeah? I just go down the pub here and I'll start a tab in your name.
What are you saying? So you're going to drink and I pay for it until I actually find something?
Yeah, that's what we said.
Yeah, that's what we said. That was the competition. You lost. Well, in fact, you haven't even... Look at you. You haven't had anything yet.
Nothing at all, no?
I'll catch you down the pub.
We'll see you a bit later, Johnny, yeah? Come on.
You're taking the dog?
She's thirsty.
It's not going to be all on my jack. Am I going to be all right here with the tide coming in? Yeah, I'll see you later, fellas. Thanks very much.
Well, I still haven't found anything, but I've got to get out of here before I get claimed by old Father Thames.
Stay!
Time to find the guys, and then we'll examine our finds from Tower Hamlets.